What is going on, guys? Troy back here. That is me. This is episode 60 of 66 Singles Spectacular. Yeah, we already made up to 60 episodes. I can't even believe that, actually. And then also the other live episodes are up to 50 now. This is really crazy. I don't even know how I uploaded this much or managed to. I want to apologize. It's been almost 6 days since my last upload. You know, a lot of things have been happening. I'm about to upload another video or solo queue, and I'm going to explain all of that, and that's going to be the final solo queue video for a while. You guys know that, but we're going to jump into this game. This battle is versus, as you can see, it says Saba, but it's actually BabyPowdahh on YouTube, fellow PokeTuber YouTuber, really awesome guy. I'm going to leave all his links in the description down below. Please go give him a check out. This was a really fun battle, really awesome guy. As you can see, both teams, you know, kind of like 2 OU, and then that gets mixed, and you know, we mix up the teams a little bit. So the teams actually look pretty cool, pretty fair, and I can't wait. But before we get the battle started, answer the question of the day. What are you going to dress up for Halloween? It is coming around the corner. I think this is probably going to be one of the only 66 singles episodes where I can ask a question of the day. So what is going to be your Halloween costume? I'm kind of interested to know, even though I don't even know what I'm going to dress up for Halloween, so we're going to have to wait and see. So let's jump into this battle, and as always, let's try to get this battle up to 35 likes. Subscribe to me if you already haven't and you want to see more of my stuff, but please go subscribe to BabyPowdahh over there. He definitely deserves a check out on his channel. So as you can see, the battle started off. You open Claydol, I open Swampert, so you can see potentially 2 Stealth Rock users. As you can see, he goes for a Stealth Rock, and I obviously go for a Stealth Rock too. My Swampert is Rocky Helmet, I believe that's what I gave it. Not entirely sure. And also, it is kind of like a Roar Stealth Rock. Then it gets mixed with like an Ice Beam and Earthquake. So that's, you know, it's not really a bad set, but it could be definitely better. I gotta definitely make this Swampert again and give it some kind of like, you know, physical kind of like, you know, attack thing. But I don't know. I did like this one. So he goes for the Toxic, then he goes for Reflect. As you can see, the Ice Beam didn't do a whole lot, even though it was super effective. So I think definitely especially defensive. So I just see that. I'm like, oh, let me just roar this guy out. Let me just put some potential damage on the rest of his Pokemon. I see the Gardevoir definitely going to be a Mega. Don't even have to know that it's not Mega, because you know, it's Gardevoir. You have to go Mega unless you want to do something else. But that's all you, right? We can see the Gardevoir going to come out. I'm like, okay, so this thing's going to definitely Mega Evolve. I could probably take a hit, and I was going to also roar this thing out. And then, you know, I really want to try to get rid of any potential sashes on this guy's team, because that's what Stealth Rock is going to do. So I'm going to take that Hyper Voice like a champ. My Swampert is, yes, kind of bulky. I think that's how I made it. I didn't really make it offensive. I made it pretty bulky. So we see the Tauros, and I'm like, okay, Tauros, that thing could actually have a Focus Sash. No way. It's going to definitely intimidate me, which is whatever. And then the Poison going to keep ticking down. At this point, I'm like, well, Swampert pretty much dead at this point. No doubt about that. So just going to let him die. He did his job. Stealth Rocks. He definitely got some damage done a lot. And then there was the Rocky Helmet. So Swampert kind of did, you know, a good deal to the whole team. I wouldn't say a lot, but, you know, just a little bit of something. So my next Pokemon, Rampardos. I believe I gave my Rampardos Focus Sash. So as you can see, the Stealth Rock gonna hurt for me. I'm gonna see the Iron Head. I'm gonna live it somehow, but with 8 health, I'm gonna go for the Superpower. Even with the Reflect out, I actually managed to get the kill, which really shocked me. Even though that wasn't stab, it was super effective, but I was somehow able to get the kill on Tauros, so that was really awesome for me to see. So he's gonna bring in Motom. The only thing, you know, that's the best nickname you can ever come up with. It's Motom Row, but then you can Motom, whatever. So it is fast for me, unfortunately. I could have gone for an EQ because I had Mold Breaker, which would have been pretty cool, but as you can see, that thing definitely faster. I was opting to go for Choice Scarf on Rampardos, and then now I think about it, my Rampardos is actually Choice Banded, so my apologies for thinking that was Sash. I don't know why I thought I'd give it Sash. So the Reflect wears off. I'm going to bring in my, not Zapdos, which is Articuno, and then as you can see, the Stealth Rock going to do a ton of damage to me, which was crazy, but I am able to go first. I go for the Roost. I'm actually going to get back up to full with that Roost, and I was, yeah, expecting a potential hit, but I was like, I could probably live it. So he goes for another Reflect, probably just preparing for the next Pokemon coming out. I end up going for the Ice Beam. He opts to stay in, which is like, okay, I guess this Ice Beam will do a lot of damage, but it ends up killing it. I was actually really shocked to see that, because I thought I saw a lot of special defense on that thing, so I was expecting something. But then, you know, I am Life Orb too, so that's the thing. So here comes Gardevoir. I really wasn't expecting a Thunderbolt, but a Thunderbolt actually does happen. I don't know why I didn't even think of it. I was like, oh, I can probably live a Hyper Voice, but I live the Thunderbolt anyway, and I go for the Hurricane, but I'm like, wait, I don't even think this will be enough, and I was hoping for a Confusion, but end up not getting that also. Would have been nice. So I switch out Zapdos, probably a mistake on my part. I bring in Magnezone. Magnezone's going to come out, I'm like, well, if he does go for the Thunderbolt, then it's not very effective. And then the Hyper Voice, that's also not very effective, but unfortunately, I'm going to take a lot of damage because it was a crit, so that was definitely unfortunate to see that. He goes for another Hyper Voice, and then that ends up killing me because that was also a critical hit. So 2 critical hits in a row. I don't know how that happens. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but yeah, so Magnezone totally not even a factor in this game. So here comes Camerupt, another Pokemon I probably could have switched into on Gardevoir because I do have Mega and I'm also holding Flash Cannon. Probably should have switched into Camerupt instead of Magnezone. Who knows? I would have loved to keep Magnezone because of later you'll see. So goes for another Hyper Voice. I'm going to take that like a champ because it's also not very effective. He's going to go for the Flash Cannon, or I'm going to go for a Flash Cannon, and I'm actually going to pick up the kill because it didn't have any health anyway. So Gardevoir definitely a huge threat down, but I really have nothing for this Manaphy, as you can see. So I have a Fire type against a Water type, not totally working out. It does, yeah, take the Stealth Rock damage, but whatever. So I bring out Tyranitar, and yes, you know, Tyranitar Rock type, but I do have Assault Vest. I have my special defensive EVs. I have a lot of health, and I have my Sandstorm. So I am not taking any special attacks at all. As you can see, his Scald doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Look at that. That was nothing. So I go for, after he takes the Sandstorm damage, so that really helps out a lot. I don't go for attack because that was a switch, and I'm pretty sure that thing's faster than me anyway. So he goes for a Rain Dance, which is heavily unfortunate because I really need my Sandstorm. So really good on him to bring in some weather control. Did not expect that at all. So I go for the Crunch. And what was really unfortunate about this Crunch is it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I wanted to do a little bit more. So this thing's obviously bulky, and as you can see, it's going to get some leftovers, and yeah, that is totally a thing. So I switch out to Tyranitar because then I can bring back, I can waste my Articuno, and then bring in my Sandstorm again, and then try to see if we can do anything there. Articuno was dead because, yeah, as you can see, the Stealth Rock, and then it had no health. That was going to happen. So it's gonna Tail Glow because he probably knew I couldn't. He had to do something because Tyranitar couldn't kill it, and I didn't have any, you know, Sandstorm. And that's what I'm trying to get back out. But the Tail Glow definitely gonna raise its special attack. I think it's by 3 stages. I think it's by a lot, 2 or 3, I believe, or 1. I could be wrong. I know the special attack got raised. That's all I know. So he's gonna go for the Rain Dance again, predicting that the Tyranitar came back out. So really good play on my opponent's part. And then all I can do at this point is just go for a Stone Edge, but it misses. And I was just like, you are kidding me. How did that miss? I wasn't expecting a lot of damage, but I was at least expecting something, you know? So it goes for another Tail Glow. At this point, I'm like, well, this thing just has a ridiculous amount of special attack. Go for another Stone Edge. That missed. I'm just like, what is happening in this game? What did I do? So obviously, the Skull gonna come in with a ridiculous amount of special attack. At this point, I'm like, yeah, this is totally not looking good. So Tyranitar will go down. The Rain Dance still up on top of the Skull. I gotta say, Manaphy totally MVP in this battle. And see why this is why I wanted Magnezone. Would have really loved Magnezone. I think he still had Mo Rotom left on his team. I'm pretty sure he had one other Pokemon left. So his battle did get kind of even. Like I did have. It was like 3-0, I think that's how I lost. I'm not sure. So, Camerupt gonna go down. That is the game. I pick up a loss. No big deal. And, oh yeah, he had Infernape left too. He didn't even bring Infernape throughout the whole battle. So he had Motom and the Manaphy Infernape. So yeah, the battle, pretty good battle. I had a lot of fun doing it. This guy, really cool guy. So please, again, go check out BabyPowdahh on YouTube. He's right in my description down below. I hope you guys enjoy the battle. Again, answer the question of the day: what are you gonna dress up for Halloween? Please leave that in the comment section down below. This was episode 60 of 66 Singles Spectacular. Yes, after this episode, I'm going to be doing my EXPNU PU matches, so this is probably the last 66 singles episode for a long time also, because the EXPNU PU battles, they're going to be taking over this also, because those are going to be in the same like 66 format, but it's going to be in a league, and I definitely want to put a lot of attention on the league itself. just because. So EXP and UP match is going to be happening really soon after this, so everything happens perfectly for a reason. So that is the battle. You guys have yourselves a great and wonderful day. You guys know how I end all my battles. Good luck in all of your next battles, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.